Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another episode of SurrounDead. In today's coverage we're going to be doing the firearms section, so let's get straight to it. Okay, so here we go. Now this backpack has all the available long range rifles in the game. On the bottom row here you'll see the R700, the varmint rifle and the hunting rifle. Now as you hover above each one you'll see the damage and the headshot damage rate of each particular rifle. So most likely the one that you'll first find in the game is this one here, the hunting rifle. So let's cover that one first. Now initially when you find the rifle it should look exactly something like this with the 308 rounds loader already attached. If not, it's a separate item that you're going to have to go out, loot and find. Okay, so now initially, as you can see here in my backpack, this is what the 308 rounds look like. The little box looks like a little paper wrap box. Now if I equip that weapon, select it, even though I have the ammunition in my backpack, and hit R to reload, it will not do it. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get that ammunition. You can either put it in your pocket section up here, or anywhere here in the military container, or somewhere in your main inventory. As long as it's not within a backpack or within a container, then you should be able to reload. So as an example, let me do this. I'll just drag and drop it here into my main inventory. As you can see, the loader is still empty. So if I now go back to the weapon, hit R, and there we go. You can see that the rifle now has 6 rounds of ammunition in the loader. Okay, and now you can also see that we also have a muzzle section here and a sights section here. This is available with all the long range rifles. So let's go to the attachments. Attachments available for these rifles are the hunter scope. So if I just drag and drop that onto there. The same with the sniper suppressor. If I just go ahead and drag and drop that onto there, they're now all attached on the weapon system. So now if I go into the aim, right click mouse button once, and you're probably wondering, well, why can't I look through the scope system? And I had trouble with this at the start as well. So what you need to do is, unless you've rebound your keys, go ahead and click the middle mouse button once, and there you go. Now you're looking through the scope. Currently you cannot zoom in or out with any of these scopes, but that's something that's being worked on by the developer, so please be patient. Another thing that I've been asked about also is that reference weapon sway. Now you can see at the bottom left, the yellow bar, my stamina is all the way up, and eventually, yeah, the rifle will settle down a bit. But if I put the rifle away, run around, get my stamina down a bit here, character's going to get a bit tired, pull the rifle out, go into the aim. Yeah, it will sway around a bit more. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if you're wondering how to get rid of that sway for a couple of seconds so you can get a steady shot, you go ahead and hit your shift key once. For a couple of seconds your sight system will stay steady, and there we go. See, that was the couple of seconds, now it's swaying again. So that basically covers all the 308 rifles. Okay, so if we now go into the SVD, there we go. If I bring up the SVD inventory, you'll notice here on this one there is a chamber section. Now on the SVD, the chamber section, if I go ahead, obviously this is 7.62, so we need to select 7.62 ammunition. This is what it looks like. It's the little light green box. If I go ahead and drag and drop, there we go. I've got 1 round in the chamber. So if you haven't yet found a magazine for the weapon system and it wasn't automatically attached to it, that's the only way you'll be able to fire this particular weapon system. This is what the magazine looks like. So if I drag and drop, there you go, there's the ammunition. Now you can see I've got 10 rounds there. It's in my backpack, and just like with the 308, let me go ahead and fire that 1 round off. Okay, now the magazine is in my backpack. I hit R, no mags found. There we go. Good example. But if I go ahead and drag and drop that into my main inventory section, as I said before, you can either do it here, somewhere in your pockets, or up there in the military container. If I now hit R, there we go, there goes the character animation, and you are now reloaded. And also on this weapon system, just like on the others, you have the sight system here, you've got the sniper rifle, suppressor, muzzle. So if I go ahead and take the sight off for this one, drag and drop it onto there. There you go, you have a fully equipped SVD. There we go, and that should cover the rifles. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into some of the other weapon systems that we have available in this game. Okay, we also have... Let's start with this one here. Okay, so this is the M4. Now initially you will not have this attached to it. You will have absolutely no attachments to it whatsoever. Absolutely nothing. This is what the weapon system will look like. You will initially have in the magazine section here a standard 30 round magazine. If not, as with the rifles, you'll need to go out and find it or pick it up, or if you're lucky enough, which eventually you will be, you'll find this 5.56 drum magazine which holds 60 rounds of 5.56. Now the 5.56 packages look exactly like this here, green with a yellow stripe on it, and it's the same as the other SVD. You have the magazine here in the backpack, it will not reload, it needs to be in the main section over here, but if you have a full one, just go ahead and drop it. And this also has a chamber system here. If you drag and drop around into that, you'll have one in the chamber. Now this rifle also lets you attach red dot sighting systems, the AKOG scope, which has just been recently introduced into the game, and also the hunter scope. It also has a grip section, which you can find different grips. So in this one here, I've got the angled foregrip. Go ahead and drag and drop that down there. There's a special suppressor for this, obviously, so 5.56. Go ahead and drag and drop that into there. Now you've got a fully equipped M4 assault rifle for yourself. There are different grips, so if I go into this backpack here we go. There's another vertical grip. That's another grip we have available. And here's also another 7.62 assault rifle. So if I just double click on that one there, you'll notice on this one here, you can find a drum magazine for it later on, which also holds 60 rounds. It also has a grip section, chamber section, magazine section, and a sighting system. Now, just be aware of one thing. The hunter scope does fit on the M4. It will not fit on the AKM for some reason. We don't know why that is. It may be something that's in development. We're not too sure. We'll just have to leave it up to the developer. Okay, so let's cover... What do we got next here? Okay. Yep, so we got different sidearms also available in the game. Have the Vector, the Winchester 45. I've currently got the G18. There is another M9 model out there somewhere. I currently don't have one available to show you, but they all work in the same way basically. So you see on this one here, I've already got everything attached, and it's got a red dot sight. And this is what I mean about the red dot sight. So you can attach to weapons. Go into the aim, press your middle mouse button, but you can't look through the sighting systems at the moment, but that's something that's going to be changed. The only thing at the moment it does with these particular weapon systems is zoom in and out a little bit. Okay, so another thing I'll need to talk you through is this particular weapon system here, the Vector. Now what I'm about to show you on this Vector system here goes for other weapon systems as well. So let me go ahead and drag and drop that in there. Bring that up for you. Now, some people, what they're doing is they're wondering why they can't put anything into the sighting system here. And that's because a lot of the weapon systems already have iron sights attached. So what you need to do is you need to drag and drop that iron sight into either your backpack or your main inventory. Now you can see that it's clear, and it will allow you to put a different sighting system on it. And if you're wondering how I just rotated that object there, if I hold my left mouse key in while I'm drag and dropping it, if I hit my R key, it will allow me to rotate the object to fit better within the inventory. And that's basically it for all the weapon systems, everybody. So I hope this has helped you out, and I'd appreciate a like, a thumbs up. If there's any comments you'd like to leave, go ahead and do so. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that as well. So have a great day and be careful out there. Toodaloo.